This car is going to be V8 swapped very soon. And if you know anything about V8 swap, especially in a front wheel drive economy car that I do plan on making rear wheel drive with a manual transmission, it's not going to be cheap. And I'm sure you could have guessed it. If I made enough money to do it already, I would have already done it, you know? So I'm not making enough money right now. What's going to happen? How am I going to pay for the V8 swap? And it will happen pretty soon. I'm not going to say a specific time, but I do plan on starting the swap potentially within the next month or so. My main way of making money is through content. And right now, I'm just not making that much money. And swapping this car with a V8 is a legit business expense. So what I could do is go to a bank and ask for a business loan. It is a lot more complicated than a normal loan, like a car loan or a personal loan, because first off, I have to write a business plan, which is something you don't have to do with any other loans. Essentially, it's like an essay of what you're gonna do with the money and how you're gonna make the money back. So I have to explain to the bank, like, hey, I'm gonna need probably like $20,000 to $25,000 to throw a V8 engine in my old Honda Accord, and then somehow give you all that money back and even more because of interest. To some banks, they probably won't give me that loan. If I can get a decent enough business plan ran up, mixed with reaching the requirement income, which I one bank that I looked at, I think they said specifically it was like 20 or 30% of the total loan amount you have to have in your bank account, and you have to have been making like 20 to 30% monthly of the loan. I don't know, there was some weird stuff like that. Try to get the loan. Right now, the only thing I'm waiting on is an estimate on the labor. I have found a shop that wants to take on the job of LS swapping this old Honda Accord right here. It's going to be a lot of custom work and welding and probably a lot of headaches and whatnot. But after I get that labor estimate, I have all the other estimates I need to write up the business plan. I'll write up, go to the bank, ask for the loan, and if they don't give me the loan, well, then I'll just have to stack my bread and then either pay for it all in cash and something big happens, inshallah, that makes me a lot of money to make that happen. And it'll probably be through content, because that's how I make my money. It's just making videos. If you want to see a little bit more in detail how I'm gonna make this Honda Accord V8 powered, well, then I highly recommend watching this vlog on screen right now.